Hey Mercs, welcome back to the stream. Basher stream part 52. Oh god, I better not get to 52. I'm just trying to figure out what material I want to sculpt in today. Didn't miss it this time. Welcome Mao Hao. Hopefully sculpt this in gold. My girlfriend's staring very intently at your name, Mao Hao. What do you think that means in Chinese? Like cat good? Good cat? Or is it like the President Mao? What do you think? Good hair? Good hair? This is good hair. She knows Chinese, so she knows what she's talking about. It's obviously good hair. It's either good hair, good cat, or good previous president of China. I don't know, because his name is Mao, right? Kind of like the cat Mao. He's pretty bald, so the name is a good fit. The gold filter really shows off his cheeks. Yeah, his butt. Nice butt. You should go make a Twitch account so you can like troll in my Twitch stream, baby. She's like rolling her eyes. Like, whatever, girl. That's basically her. Uh, she's gone. Thick monster. This is gonna be like a wooden monster. A copper wooden material. Gray horizon. What is this? What is this material even for? Fiber. That. Okay, let's just go with something basic. Let's go do red. Matte cap red clay. I think this is a default, ZBrush default. It's pretty good actually. I used it for like cloth, oddly enough. It's like a nice cloth material. Actually, uh, let's stop wasting time. Where were we last time? I think we were on the shield and the right arm. Go mark that out. Honestly, a monster with some embedded bits of metal sounds really cool. It does. Be like, I imagine like some sort of crazy thaumaturgy monster. If that's ever a thing, like some crazy thaumaturge monster, uh, abnormality, nature, abomination of nature. That sounds like fun. That actually sounds like a lot of fun. It's like eating a burrito while watching Joe Rogan. To be honest, I actually don't know who Joe Rogan is. I've heard his name a lot. He's supposed to be like a comedian, right? Like I'm American, but I'm so out of touch of uh American culture. It's a small funny guy. Yeah, like I'm American, but I'm not into sports. I'm not into wrestling. I'm not into uh like everything that makes Americans American. So I'm just like on my own doing whatever. I guess if you call like Blizzard uh like gaming, American gaming culture, I guess I'd sort of fit in there, but not really. You didn't lose much really. Oof. Sick burn. I do have a nice memory of there's this one time I was like really upset when I was a kid, and my stepdad, who is American, uh he brought me over to like a really late night baseball game. It's pretty awesome. Actually a lot of fun going to like a base it's like a small league baseball game. It's like impromptu baseball game. Fun. Yo, Conrax. Actually, I did a lot of American stuff. I went to go I went deer hunting with my stepdad, and I also went fishing. I went hiking in California. Yeah, I did a lot of American stuff. That has a cool stepdad. Yeah, like when he wasn't like stressed and drunk, and angry. He was pretty cool. Turns out it's not very fun living with my mom. So I can imagine why he got drunk all the time. You think that the shield arm and weapon needs to switch? Maybe. Is it because like the shield is really big and uh the other arm is like really small or something like that? Yeah, maybe. But then we already have like this tentacle detail here. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I feel like the argument could be made for either. Well, actually, we can just like press M. Whoops. Okay, let's go free subdivision. Just press M, and then that'll swap everything over. But you know what would suck? A left-handed flail user. Imagine like a left-handed flail user. Wouldn't that suck to fight against though? Like a left-handed flail user with a shield. Ah shit, I pressed freeze subdivision levels. I didn't press reconstruct. Oh god, what is it gonna do now? I think I accidentally broke ZBrush. Press the wrong button. But traditionally shields were always on the left in order to make shield walls. Well, shields were traditionally on the left because majority of people are right-handed, right? But yeah, in like in a formation, I'm sure everyone would use the same shield hand, shield arm. Hold on, I'm gonna restart ZBrush. I think I broke it. I'm gonna turn off the screen for a second. I'll be right back. I mean, it's a pretty simple. It's a pretty simple thing to just mirror the entire mesh. One more second. I loaded up the model again. All right, model is loaded. Gotta be right back a second. My girlfriend keeps asking me to do stuff. It's so frustrating, but I guess that's the costs of being in a relationship, you know. Uh, yeah, gotta. We didn't do much, did we? Let's just alpha again. Is that ASMR breathing stream? God, I slept on the wrong side of. I slept on like a in a really bad position last night, and now I just have a headache. I had a headache for the entire day. It sucks. Weird how sleeping in a bad position can give you a headache. Either that or this eldritch horror has somehow invaded, sunk its tendrils into my brain, and I'm like a eldritch tentacle monster slave. You just woke up. How's your day already done? I'm in Malaysia. It's GMT plus 8. It's almost 12:30 p.m. here, or 12:30 a.m. I guess it's in the a.m. already. I usually sleep Stream until 2 a.m. Must be on like the opposite side of the world then. Canada land. You know, in China, people call Canada Canada. Like Canada, but with a G. Precisely. Hey Madari, how's it going? Oh, we're all waiting for the update. I bet it's like all cold and soggy by now. 1 out of 5 stars. Uber Eats. Nice emotes, by the way. Who did them? I'm not sure. Mercs might know though, because he sent them to me. It'd be cool to get like the smaller self icon too. I could probably actually make a few. Really not too difficult. Load up load up the game. Get some icons. I bet if I ask Maddock nicely, he can probably provide the icons in a much higher quality format. The soon emote was needed from day one. Well, it took long enough to get here. That sort of fits the theme. What? The genitalia were, well, they're turned into Rocky Mountain oysters. What if they're just like hiding? What if the genitalia? What if they're just like hiding inside the body? You know, kind of like dolphins, I guess. Or maybe like fruit flies. Did you guys know that fruit flies have one of the longest penis to body ratios in the world? Like a fruit fly's penis is like I think like 20 times as long as the body. So maybe that's the case here. Yeah, it's pretty nuts, right? It's like literally and figuratively nuts. I think there's like a slow-mo video somewhere out there of like fruit flies mating. Very traumatic. Wait, I actually have to fact check myself. I need to check this out. Uh, okay, the barnacle is the creature with the largest penis as proportion of its body size. Where did I hear the part about the fruit fly then? Okay, okay, so it's not okay. So a fruit fly doesn't have a penis that is really long. Like it's actually his sperm. Okay, so a fruit fly can produce a 5 centimeter long sperm, like one sperm, singular sperm, and it's 20 times longer than himself. And it takes 3 days to make this one sperm. Oh my god. Learn something new every day. Yeah, 5 centimeter long singular sperm. But I was right about the 20 times longer than its body part. I just wasn't right about the penis part. It's actually its sperm. So yeah, that could be the case here, you know. How does the sperm enter the woman if it's 20 times the size? Life finds a way. Life finds a way. Through the power of love, anything is possible. Dude, that makes me think about all the times that I've killed a mating pair of fruit flies. You know, sometimes if you have like a compost, like a small compost bin next to your sink, I have one of those. Just to, like put leftover food in. Sometimes you'll get fruit flies, and then sometimes you'll like slap two fruit flies that are mating in between your hands, right? If they're really easy to just like swat out of the sky because they're like stuck together and they can't really fly very well. So, oh god, just imagine like all of the 5 centimeter pieces of fruit fly sperm that I've crushed, heartlessly crushed between my hands. That's pretty disgusting. I'm genuinely upset too, Jesus. I also wish I can produce 5 centimeter long uh, sperm. I feel upset and inadequate. too much detail. Wait, I'll just that out. I use clay buildup instead. All right. Wasn't there someone who already like coded in like a very rudimentary, hacky forest thaumaturgy? I think I remember seeing that somewhere. But since like the physics are so good, it worked anyway, even though it wasn't supposed to. So fun fact, but you guys know uh why it launches from the pelvis, right? Not because of 5 centimeter long sperm. It's because in animation, the root of the character is usually located inside the pelvis. And by root, I mean kind of like the root directory of animation bones. It's usually just called root. Yeah, so you have the root in the pelvis, and then that branches off to the spine, and then the two legs, and then from the spine you can branch off the arms, the neck, and the head. And then all of the bones are parented, uh, are either parents or childs of one another. If I ever get the master terrain material working for my Unreal Engine map, I might do some character animation afterwards. I can probably stream that in Breadbones. Exactly. Stepbone, what are you doing? Just imagine projectile sperm. Have you ever thought about that? Like projectile 20-foot long strands of sperm that try to come and eat your brains. That'd be horrifying. Yeah, there's gonna be special attacks, so we might get some projectile stuff with that for these monsters. You can probably make, Maddock could probably make like a Among Us game inside Exanima if you're talking about like a PvP mode. I can see that happening. Well, I actually couldn't see it happening, but it'd be doable. Like a Among Us themed mini game. You want to sell copies or not? It's Maddox's baby. This game is like Maddox's baby, so the ideas have to be perfect. If they're not perfect, then the ideas are worse than Microsoft. Is Maddox's magnum opus. I know like a zombie horde mode uh, has been brought up a few times, but I don't think there's any hope for that mode because it doesn't fit the theme of Exanima or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I thought too. It'd be really fun. Um, maybe I'll be in. Maybe I'll be something for the future. But doesn't sound like something that's going to be in the game anytime soon, fortunately. Because I know it's been suggested a few times in the forums and on Steam. I do keep an eye out on that sort of thing. It's been suggested a number of times, like some sort of zombie horde mode. I think it'd be like really fun for co-op. I love cooperative zombie zombie horde mode games. Like Left 4 Dead, awesome. There's another one. What was it called? Shoot. I don't know. It's somewhere in Steam library. Not 7 Days to Die. That one's too spooky. Oh wait, is it 7 Days to Die? 7 Days to Die, like the survival crafting one, or is it? Oh well. Yeah, 7 Days to Die is too spooky for me. I can't play it solo. It's too scary without other people. Like especially if you spawn in a bad area, you just get like insta-gibbed. There's like nothing you can do. All the zombies run faster than you. 7 Days to Die is the asset flip game that got really popular. Yeah. I think even the devs themselves were caught unaware by how popular the game was, and then they really had to step up their game just to just to get to a level where it's actually not horrible. Do you guys recommend a game for co-op play? I've been playing Grim Dawn a lot recently. I know that has co-op play. If you like Diablo 2 style games. Like what kind of co-op game are you looking for? Um, I know Dead Space is really fun. Dead Space is a really fun co-op game. Oh. For survival? I mean, Left 4 Dead is always there. Shoot, there's another one that I was trying to think of. Not 7 Days to Die. Is it No More Room in Hell? Yeah, it is No More Room in Hell. That one is pretty fun. I played it way back, a long time ago. I don't know if you'll still find people who are like in the lobby, but I had a lot of fun with that one. I mean, like Destiny 2 is a really fun game still. I haven't played it recently because they kind of nuked the shit out of everything, but uh, yeah, that was like our to-go game for like us devs. Like me, Maddock, Agnes, uh, Kieran. Like basically the whole game was playing Destiny 2. Yeah, me too, which is why I can't get back into the game, especially like you have to you have to pay like $70 or something. Well, I mean not 70, like I don't know, I think it was like 40 for like the new expansion pack, and then you had to like pay 50 or something for like the $10 extra for the season pass. I'm like, nah, I'm not paying for less content. What do they think I am, stupid? They take me for a fool. Damn it, Bungie. You're supposed to bring balance to the force. You know, Destiny 2 would have been like such a good game right now because like with all the Mandalorian stuff. I remember when the Mandalorian seasons came out, everyone was like cosplaying Hunter Mandalorian. It was really fun to see. I was even one of those guys who like I kind of main Hunter in Destiny 2, so I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna dress up as a Mandalorian. Fun times. Yeah, they kind of just like removed everything. They just neutered the game. It's just so bizarre. They had like 8 months. They had like 8 months between the time they announced they were going to sunset items. They had like 8 months to collect feedback from players, and everyone's like, "No, don't do it! Don't do it! It's a horrible idea!" And they do it anyway. Yeah. And there's always also like 8 months of cheaters. You're just like, oh yeah, you just pay for a service and get your cheating fix. Go kill all the people who actually rightfully earn their spot in the leaderboards. And then you have like all the content creators and streamers just deleting their god roles. Yeah, that was a shit show. I don't know how else you can put it. It was a literal shit show. Just collecting shaders at this point. God, that's depressing. But I guess that's that's what I would be doing if I was still playing Destiny 2 right now. I'd just be collecting shaders. I know, right? They just make any sense at all. No sense. Whoever like made those decisions must have been high on coke or something. Like I don't even care if Bungie finds this video that I post on YouTube, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, we're not gonna hire you because you said bad things about Bungie." Like I don't even care about that. Like if they don't if they don't want to hire me in the future, if I ever apply at Bungie, then I don't really care. How's my work on PoE doing? It's doing well. Like I'm making a lot of really awesome. I guess saying what I'm working on. Hmm. Well, I already said I was going to work on like armor sets, microtransactions, base items, and like Path of Exile 2 uniques. So it's going well. They like my stuff. Gotta keep my head down and work hard. They're a really cool company too. They kind of remind me of bare metal actually. It's just like a bigger bare metal. They're still very indie at heart, which is a really good thing. And they do listen to community feedback, but they've had it rough. Like their community is really toxic. So I can see why they get like upset about like community feedback. You find free-to-play communities super toxic. Well, yeah, when you have nothing to lose, and you can say whatever you want. It kind of lends itself to be that way, doesn't it? I actually find like PvE communities to be more toxic than PvP ones because in PvP communities, like if you're always toxic and you're like always like really upset about losing and stuff, you just eventually quit the game because you're too angry and salty to play. Fuck off, Siri. I don't want you. Ah, I gotta turn off Siri for the streams. But yeah, GGG is really cool. I really empathize um for like the CEOs of game community uh game companies. Like I can't imagine how much stress it is to like lead. I don't know how they cope with all the stress of getting everyone paid, uh, covering all the overhead costs like rent, licensing softwares. It sounds like a nightmare, honestly. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that. I'd, all I have to deal with is making cool stuff and making it on a timely basis. It's awesome. Look at Warframe. Oh god. That's one of those where do you start? Where do you start communities? Like that's one of those games where uh you should just turn off chat and like never go on Discord or visit the subreddit. Like even even their content creators are toxic. Well, they weren't before. Like I guess they aren't really toxic. They're just salty now because of the direction that Warframe's going, which is very understandable. I'd be salty too if I was still playing. Someone have a link to this mythical BM Discord? Wait, you still don't have you don't have the Discord link yet? It's in the Steam general discussions. I know it's a bit obscure because I actually never used Steam general discussions before I signed up with Bare Metal. I'm getting I'm getting deja vu. Have you asked that before on Rex? I feel like I'm getting like some sort of deja vu. I feel like that's been asked before. DM Discord link is well hidden. I guess it should be like on the official forums, and also it could be in the Twitter as well. The bare metal Twitter is actively posting the coffee diaries. Here I'll just post it for you real quick. Here you go. No problem. Luckily, I don't know anyone who's gotten sick with COVID. That's because my social circle is minuscule. I basically don't have a social circle. I guess except for like the bare metal Discord, and that's pretty much it. Like I have my old D&D group too, but we don't really talk too much. Every now and then we'll like maybe twice or thrice a year we'll get together. Have a social square. Oh yeah, I have a girlfriend. I almost forgot. Forgot about that one. Maddox doesn't have a command whip. He has a command line. Badumtis. He has a control rod. Maddox has a rod of make Zeth question himself about his artwork rod. You sure that's a good idea? And I can never. It's hard for me to tell like whether uh he's asking something or if he's like ordering something. Like you know how British people are like they're extremely polite and they don't really use they don't really use language like extreme like Americans do. Like we Americans say like great and like awesome and like elite hacksaws. Uh, British people don't really do that. I know he is being polite, but through that it's I have to like stop for a moment and uh think if he's being polite or if he's like asking something. Usually he's being very polite while asking something. Or like saying like something about my art should change. Ask him a pointed question. Don't be like a tactless American fumbling through social cues. I haven't gone to refining school. So I haven't learned the proper English etiquette and the ways. I'm a uh goddamn cowboy. Yeah, he has the would you kindly. That is the best way to describe it. He is the master of would you kindly. Yeah, definitely. Uh, Exanima would not exist without Madoc for sure. And a lot of the art direction is really sound. Like without Madoc's art direction, I feel like the game may have actually lost a bit of its charm. Because I have a very I like really elaborate art, and it can be difficult for me to make simple stuff. Like I think some of the hardest art that I had to work on is all of the simple armors, like the early level stuff. That's actually harder for me to do than like super elaborate plate armors. I remember like early on when I was first hired, a lot of the feedback I got was like, this is too complex, this is too complicated or too elaborate. It needs to be more simple. And a lot of the feedback that I got for the initial sculpts of this of these kinds of creatures and monsters that I'm doing right now is that it was too blobby. So I've been like working really hard to not make the creatures blobby and really give it more of like a very sinewy look. Sinewy is a very key word for working on these things. So yeah, those are like my two hardest tasks. Well, not really tasks, like elements of working at bare metal. Making simple armor and making sure that these aliens, these creatures, whatever they are, have enough detail to them. Yeah, I've made some clothing too. Um, I'm really not the best at clothing, and that's something I really need to work on. I made all of the new hats. I made the new shirts, the new starter shirts. I did not say these aliens. No, you misheard me. I mean, I could just be like misleading you guys too, right? I could have just like said something, uh, and then like totally misled you guys on what they actually are. I mean, it could be an accidental leak. Like it could actually be an accidental leak. Or it might not be an accidental leak. It could be like a purposeful leak. Like keep you guys on your toes. It's like very meta. Like a it's like peeling back layers of an onion. The deeper you go, the more you want to cry. Truthfully, the knowledge is just too much to bear for mortal ears, which is why we try to uh, protect your ears for the truth. Actually, if you guys like read the in-game lore, you can probably piece together what these things are already. Uh, did I get a chance to watch your fail Fight Club? No, I haven't. can you link it to me? Oh god, I need to burp. Like a like a yawn and a burp at the same time. Oh god. Yeah, can you link it to me, Conrax, in Discord? I'd like to watch it. I need to make sure that uh the propaganda, that the Exanima, the bare metal propaganda is all good. Awesome, thanks. I'll watch it after the stream for sure. Field arm is kind of going off at a strange angle here. Good, fix that. Or maybe it's actually at the right angle. Arm is a bit off. I turn off solo mode in a bit and I'm gonna see all the spikes. Oh, I feel like the shield needs to be a bit bigger. Go! Transpose this. Move the shield around. Yeah, the arm looks too long. I'm gonna shorten it. The forearm is too long from all the shaping that I've been doing. I think this looks good. A little bit, and then we can get back to sculpting. Ugh. Alright, his arm needs work. Be like a desert, but you needed to update instead of water. And then a dev just laughs at you. Oof, that's rough. I'm sorry. Oh, it could be cool, like some sort of kind of like a twist, like a twisted flesh tail here, and like twists around his forearm. That could be cool. Could do that. There's already served like a twist here. We'll just enhance it some more. Wrong slider. Well, it's only torture if you're not into it. It's one of those acquired tastes. Like you wait for a really long time for an update, and once it actually arrives, it's so good. Almost like an extra Christmas every year. On here, get out. On the highest subdiv, yeah, lower it. Subdiv in the warping. Man, what did I eat? Like so many burps. Oh, man, that feels such a letdown. What the hell? I feel like I'm a woodworking lathe. I'm just like rotating the arm and just tucking in areas, expanding areas as I go. I'm basically a lathe. This is what my life has led up to, becoming a 3D lathe. Not that I'm complaining. It's actually pretty enjoyable being a lathe. Get bumper to the highest subdiv, hide it all, back to sculpting. Standard. Get the lines back in and then we'll uh, find high frequency selling. I like all of your guys' theories. Very entertaining to like listen in on. You guys speculate. I have a question for you guys. Um, so like the sewer butthole, do you guys think that's connected to something else, or is it just like a standalone thing? Random, unrelated butthole. There's this guy who sent me a video of AI behaving strangely near the butthole. So that's why I was asking. Yeah, that was the one. I saw a clip of that. Oh, cool. Thanks, Conrex. I'll check it out after this stream. I think the sewer buttholes make a great metaphor for the vast unknown. I think the NPC that was staring at the butthole was, well, he was staring at the void, and the void was staring back into him. I think that was going on there. The vast unknown. I wish if you hit it, it would like belch out some gas. Like if you tap it with your sword, it'll like go or something like that, you know? Then you'd like take some damage over time. Yeah, it would make the game more immersive. Also, if you wanted to like start a new run, you just like hit it a couple of times with your sword and you'll die from fart damage. It's much more interesting than going down the hole in the brass level. Brass level's level 4, isn't it? Yeah. That's like the intended purpose of that hole. To to commit suicide so you can start your run over again. Back in ye olden days. I wish like level 4 was a bit bigger. I feel like it's a bit too small as it is now. I wish it was a bit bigger and yeah. Because I like the assets in there. It's like all the shiny gold, uh, all the shiny gold environment stuff. I want to see more of that. It's kind of small, right? Like you can actually run around and after you kill Sir, you'll notice like how small level 4 is actually compared to the rest of the levels. But it is a well-made level, so yeah, I don't know. It is good to focus on quality and not quantity. But sometimes you have to have quantity just to tell a story. Like all of the levels are designed with a specific purpose in mind, so that's why some areas can be massive and other areas will be really small. You know what would be a cool project? Um, like making a better version of the level 4 armor. It'd be cool to make like a uh really nicely redesigned level 4 armor. Then again, like the level 4 armor really fits in with the environment because it has all those chunky uh geometric geometric shapes, details, and it has kind of grown on me as well. I feel like it's one of those designs that really make Exanima. But it would also be nice to like overhaul the armor, make it a bit more realistic, a bit more detailed and stuff. I kind of find like that's one of the downsides to armors in Exanima. Like you'll find like some really high-end armor later and really easily too. So you don't really get to enjoy the armors for nearly as long as they could be enjoyed. And everyone just throws on the night vision helmet, right? There's a lot of cool helmets in Exanima, but no one uses them because of the night vision helmet. So those are kind of two, not necessarily problems, but two aspects of Exanima that I feel can be improved. Night vision helmet needs a nerf. Well, I think that it would be nice to have uh I don't know if it might be going to spoiler territory, so I shouldn't say it. But yeah, we definitely have our eyes on that. Like every streamer that knows their way around Exanima just always puts on the night vision goggles, night vision helmet, and like a bever or something. Oh wow, really? You had a glitch that made you spawn with a night vision helmet? That sounds like some sort of dev thing almost. I feel like Maddock had the night vision helmet. Oh, weird. Not even just the helmet, just the ability. Are you sure it wasn't like a graphical glitch then, or I don't know. Seems kind of sus. Feel a great disturbance in the force, like 1,000 souls cried out in cringe, then were silenced. Didn't Maddock mention that the new GI system will by not needing the torch as much? Yes. Just because you aren't going to get the crushed black. You aren't going to get like 100% black areas. Everything's going to reflect light in a very small way, just like it is in real life. And also, the lighting and the shadow quality is just going to be so much higher as well. So you'll be able to see somewhat in the dark, like as you would in real life. It's just so much more, the light will just behave much more realistically. And it's just like so much higher quality too. It's gonna be a massive overhaul to the game. I'm really hyped for it. Can't wait. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good update. It would be nice to add like some other stuff in addition to the GI though. Because yeah, you do have like really cool lighting, but then there isn't really anything new to the game either. So I'm worried like people are gonna be let down by that. I feel like it would be nice to add in something, at least a little bit of new content. You know what? But I'll try to bring it up next dev meeting. I think we were talking about that previous one. Aren't some assets remade for the GI? Yeah. But those are just like remade assets, not necessarily like new assets. I mean, like we do have the arena update um, for that, for like new stuff, but I don't know how long that one's going to take. It could be another half year after the Could be another 6 months after the GI update. Like who really knows? So it would be nice to get like some original content out for you guys. IMO. You guys need tons of content. Yeah, the game just needs more content at this point, really. Gotta get on that content creation. I want to see Maddock do videos again. That'd be awesome. Like, it's nice that I'm doing videos and stuff, but it's always nicer when the lead developer makes videos. Like, it's just not the same. Uh, unless Maddock is also making videos. Like, I'm just a 3D modeler. It's just so much cooler when the lead developer does stuff, like publicity stuff. We got that nice little twist in there. But it could be good twist a little bit more. So everything lines up a little bit better. But yeah, we're probably gonna stop in a bit, very soon. Uh, we are at a bit over the 2 hour mark. I did dick around a bit in the beginning, so we are kind of at the 2 hour mark now. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow as usual. The arm, all good here. But yeah, we pretty much have the upper body basically complete. I want to add a bit more fine detail to the arm and the field next stream. But then after that, we're pretty much done with the upper body. We just have the nice thick ass here to do, and the legs. Um, yeah, that should be done pretty quick. I could probably do the lower body in 2 streams or less. Um, yeah, great to have you guys here, as always. Soon means 10 more hours of streaming. Yeah, true. All right. Yeah, see you guys later. Uh, have a good one.